Welcome to Humble Narcissist Podcast, episode 18.
Woot woot.
We are doing pretty damn good. What's new with you, Dillon?
Not much. Same old, same old.
Well, this weekend, we'll just dive right into this. It's going to be Easter.
You doing anything for Easter? Because I sure am not.
No.
My family works.
But if you don't go out and sin, then Jesus died for nothing. He didn't.
I know.
You don't want to make it so that he gave up his weekend for nothing, Dillon.
Right?
Because, did he really die if he just came right back?
So what are we going to do this weekend?
My family will probably do something last minute like they usually do. They usually make a ham, which is great because Corey can't eat ham. Mm-hmm. So we will not be partaking in that. But maybe my mom will make noodles. So that would be a positive silver lining in the end if that's how it goes down. Mm-hmm. But my family, they are always very last minute.
Yeah.
Your family doing anything for Easter?
No, my mom has to work, and my grandparents aren't doing anything.
Well,
but I get the weekend off.
So you have the weekend off, but yet you want to spend it with my family?
I'm just asking if you're doing anything.
No, I don't have any plans for it. I don't even know if Corey's off, so we'll see what happens.
Maybe this weekend we go to that bar, the arcade bar.
Ooh, 16-bit.
Yeah, see if the replacements want to go.
You gotta stop calling them the replacements because I get shit about it every single time.
I think that's why I still do it.
I know.
Because they're good people. I like them.
That's why I still call him the replacements to his face, just for fun. Funsies.
It makes him mad.
So
that's why my mom does it too.
Well, it's not fun for me anymore. But so yeah, I don't really know what my family's going to be doing. They're always last minute. So if they decide to do something, it'll probably be Saturday that they make the decision, Saturday night. Other than that, I haven't really been doing much of anything. I've been playing Legend of Legacy. That game confuses the hell out of me.
We went to the open mic night.
We went to open mic on Monday. I gave it a shot. I definitely feel like I bombed, but other people say not so much.
You had some good jokes.
I need to get the flow down.
Yeah, honestly, it was all nerves.
It was definitely nerves. So we'll see what happens because I'll do it again. I'm not going to let that discourage me.
I hope not, because all the homeless people will just read you to filth.
The homeless people?
Yeah, all the homeless people at the bar, they were mean.
Well, I couldn't hear them, but from what you said, even unless you're lying, they did chuckle a few times.
They did laugh a few times.
You said that you wanted to talk about P. Diddy because there was a lot of big things in the news.
I was going to say, have you heard about that?
I heard that they raided his house.
Yeah, and he flew away in his jet to some island where he can't be extricated or whatever it's called.
He ran?
He flew away. He doesn't own Ciroc anymore. He sold off all of his businesses. It's all about children sex trafficking.
Now, see, I haven't done a deep dive in it because I'm still stuck on the Twitter and TikTok where it's still all about Quiet on Set, where every other swipe is about that. So
careful, the 90s, they're out to get everyone.
They are out to get everybody. They're just trying to ruin all of our childhoods. So it's all about sex trafficking?
Yeah, apparently.
I'm going to have to do a deep dive on that, and we can dive more into it once I know what's actually going on. Because I saw that they rated it, and I saw that 50 Cent was cracking jokes about it, which I love, because 50 Cent...
What songs did P. Diddy do? Because I really didn't listen to him growing up.
Wasn't he the one that did, I'm Coming Home with Skylar Grey?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I was never a big P. Diddy fan.
Neither was I.
I think I can name more of 50 Cent songs than I can P. Diddy. 50 Cent had Candy Shop, which was my favorite. At least I can name one of his.
What's that one? It was big while we were in middle school. The It's Getting Hot in Here.
That's Usher.
No, that wasn't Usher.
It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes.
Was that
Usher?
Usher?
That was Usher.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
We clearly don't know our artists.
I listen to old people music.
I know. I've been in his car. He does listen to old people music, which is sad because...
It's called Silence.
I listen to dance and EDM, so I don't really know too much of that world. But another big thing that has come out recently, which Dillon wants to talk about, is they have announced the cast of
House of Villains 2.
House of Villains season 2.
I never watched the first season. I haven't yet. It's on my to-do list.
I loved the first season, and I have to say that after I watched that, I feel like Johnny Bananas is a good guy. Because he was on House of Villains, but he was super kind, and I've already told you this, so I don't feel bad about spoiling this for you. He agreed to take Tanisha to the end with him, and he kept his word knowing that he was going to lose. So I think that deep down, he's a good guy.
I'm surprised he didn't last longer on the Traitors.
Well, they killed him first.
I know.
And I think it was because he was such a threat.
Yeah.
I mean...
But they're having New York come back.
I love New York, so I'm all for that. She was on the first season, but if she's on the second one, I hope she makes it longer because I think she really only went because Omarosa didn't like her.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, so I hope that she does well. So go ahead and pull out your phone, and let's go through the cast for season 2 of House of Villains.
Okay.
Who is first on our list?
New York.
Well, we know that I love her.
Some dude from The Challenge, Wes.
I don't know him, but something about New York. There was a TikTok that went around where it was this guy that interviewed her, and he showed her what Pumpkin looked like now. Have you seen that?
No.
Pumpkin has gotten a little chunky. So...
She's the one that spit on her, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So New York was cracking jokes about how that can't be her. She was like, she looks like she ate pumpkin. And it was funny. I can say that because we're both fat, so like I don't feel bad making fat jokes, but that was just what I thought of when you said New York was back. So then we have Wes from The Challenge. I don't know him, so let's move on to the next one.
Candy Muse.
Ooh, Candy's gonna be good because Candy, I think Candy is a sweet person, but once you set her off, she'll tear into it. So I am excited to see her. She will be great. She is from Drag Race, and I know that for a fact because I like her.
Someone named Richard from Survivor. I never watched Survivor.
Richard. I never watched Survivor either, so I don't know him.
Larissa from 90 Day Fiancé.
Ooh.
Isn't she the one who was with Colt?
She was. Okay. She's a bitch. So... that will be interesting. I see her snapping on a lot of people. She was one of them where she's had so much work done that like she doesn't even look the same anymore. She's not like Anfisa, who was on season 1, where Anfisa I feel was worse than Larissa. But that's because Anfisa legit like assaulted her husband in front of a lawyer. Like legit in front of a lawyer. Because they were talking about doing a prenup, and the lawyer's sitting there talking about it, and she goes whack right across his face. And he sits there and he's like, oh, Visa. And the lawyer's like, I'll give you 2 a minute. And they just fucking leave. So I think that Larissa will be great TV, but I think Anfisa's the better 90-day villain out of the 2.
Okay.
Next.
Victoria from Bachelor Nation.
I've never watched
Me
Bachelor either.
Camilla from Bad Girls Club.
The only one from Bad Girls Club that I remember is Tanisha. All the others I don't remember.
Jesse from Big Brother. He's okay.
It's a guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. He was on a season like 10 years ago. I didn't watch that season. I just know he's come back. He's a bodybuilder.
Is he good looking?
If you think so.
Oh.
Yeah, he looks like that creepy dude from that kid show. The one that has like the fake looking hair.
Yes. You know who I think he looks like though? I think that he looks like an Alyssa Edwards with hair.
It could.
The face. Okay, next.
Safari from Love and Hip Hop.
No. Is it who I think it is?
It's him.
Oh, I was thinking that it was going to be Safari from Flavor of Love.
Oh.
I would have liked that. I don't know who that guy is, but I think that Safari would have been great from Flavor of Love because I liked her.
Okay.
She's the one that would sit there and she'd pray and she's like, Lord, please help me so I don't beat this bitch's ass. I liked her. I don't know that guy.
And then Teresa Giudice.
Is she really a villain, though?
I don't think so.
If anything, I would say that she's better at playing the victim. From what I've seen with her. But she also went to jail.
Yeah, so maybe she hardened up.
But she also went to jail because she did the old, I'm going to sign everything that my husband tells me to sign.
I know.
Which it seems to be a theme among these housewives.
That's why Kyle's stating it out in public. That way she can get away with everything.
Well,
allegedly.
Allegedly. But at the same time, I don't blame her. Because, like, I do the same thing in my marriage, but like we don't have millions and millions of dollars, so like I don't feel like it's a big deal. Mm-hmm. But like I trust that Corey's gone over everything before he tells me to sign something, so I trust my husband.
Yeah.
So all in all, do you think that you're going to be watching season 2 of House of Villains?
If it shows up on Peacock, yes.
Oh, well, Hulu and Disney just merged today.
Oh, did they?
It's official that they have done the official merger so that most of the things you can, I believe it's pretty much everything that you watch on Hulu is now on Disney+.
So the handmaids from Handmaid's Tale are Disney princesses now?
Yeah, I think so, because ABC is owned, well, Hulu's now owned by Disney, so...
I guess they treat their princesses differently.
Are they the princesses, though, or are we thinking more like Mrs. Waterford is the princess?
I mean, Mrs. Waterford would probably be the evil stepmother.
No, I think she'd be the princess in this case, because the handmaids are like we'll just compare them to like the rodents in Cinderella. Like, they're just kind of
the rats didn't get raped.
Graped, Dylan. We need to say graped. That's the TikTok language, is you got to say graped.
Okay, well, the rats didn't get SA.
True. That we know of.
Well, I hope Cinderella didn't SA the rats.
Not Cinderella. We don't know what Jacques is doing.
He's a rat.
They can still do it.
It could be consensual.
Anyway, House of Villains. So that's a great show. I'm glad that it's coming back, though I do feel like it's come back a lot quicker than it should, in my opinion.
It's coming back just like the same rate that the Kardashians are.
Oh, God. The Kardashians, there's just too many of them now. Don't you think?
Aren't there like 7 of them?
Not like that.
Oh.
Like TV shows and like seasons. God, Dylan.
I was going to say there's like 7 of them.
Well, before we started filming, I was on TikTok, of course, or Tic-Tac-Toe. And there was a video where it was like, this kid's going places. And the interviewer said, why is New York better than LA? And the kid said, we don't have the Kardashians, for one.
Not yet, until they get their spinoff.
God, I can't with the Kardashians. I still feel like it's a trashier Seventh Heaven, because every episode it follows the same line as Seventh Heaven. In the beginning, something terrible happens that splits the family, and then by the end, they're together and they're a stronger, better family for it.
Well, at least her father wasn't a pedophile.
Was that on Seventh Heaven or the Kardashians?
No, the dude who played the father, he got arrested for child porn.
Did he really?
Yes.
Is this another alleged, or has it been proven?
No, like he's in jail now. Google it.
I'm going to Google this right now, Dylan. So, how do you know all these random facts?
I don't know, because I don't like remember half the shit in my head. Except random like throwaway stuff.
Oh my God.
I told you.
It was the first story that popped up from TMZ.
Yeah.
God. What is wrong with people? More stuff from the 90s.
You realize this happened 2000s. Like years ago?
I didn't know. I don't pay attention that much about what's going on.
I guess that's what happens when you're a priest. You take that out.
I am not taking that out. That was hilarious.
Bravo.
That's not how it works here. Denise.
God.
Did you see that? Okay, so we'll just call this a random episode. Did you see that they're trying to bring back Denise for the next season?
I heard they were trying to bring back Eileen. I hope they'd bring back Eileen. I liked Eileen.
I like Eileen, but my problem with that now is like, what's she going to do since Rena's not there?
Maybe she'll be a bigger bitch.
Is that your dream? You want her to be a bigger bitch?
I don't know. I just like Eileen.
I like Eileen too.
I don't want Yolanda back. She was crazy. She was a robot.
Yolanda wasn't my favorite. Camille wasn't my favorite either. So she's
You're not allowed to sing along. You sit and be quiet.
Camille's another one that I don't want back. Though,
Yeah. You know who would be great, though?
are you about to say that psychic?
Alison Dubois.
No, Dillon. Though it would be an interesting story for her to confront Kyle again.
I know, which is hilarious because
She told
when
Kyle
the
that
kids
her-
are all grown, you will grow apart.
And she was like, and he will never emotionally fulfill you. And look at where
Did you see that Instagram post where she said, "Why ride a horse when you can ride a cowgirl?" She's really asking for people to ask her if she's a lesbian or not.
So then why didn't she just say it on the reunion? That her and Morgan are together. Like, just admit it.
Just so you know, apparently they talked more about their marriage on Mauricio's show on Netflix than they did on Beverly Hills. So I think they're doing it for the ratings.
So wait, so then Mauricio, this is going to sound weird. So then is he being more open about everything than
Yeah.
she is?
No, because she's been on that.
Oh, she has?
Yeah, like they showed like their family dinner where they talked about it, and like he talked about the Rick Hilton thing
So that's weird. Why would they do two shows at once?
on competing networks.
Yeah, like showing the same thing. Because Bravo did the same dinner.
So
We just didn't see it all.
exactly, they're like drumming up publicity for the Netflix show.
I don't like
And
that.
oh my
I
god,
don't want to have to watch his show.
her middle daughter is just like her, Alexia.
They all run together for me.
I know.
The only one that
They remind me of, like, Teresa's kids, how they're like the
gremlins don't
yes.
feed after midnight.
Yes.
They all look alike. The only one that like I can tell from looking at her is who's the oldest? Francesca? Is that her
Farrah?
name? Farrah. Farrah's the only one that I could spot away from all the other kids because I think she looks different.
She does look different.
The others look
She
exactly
doesn't look
the same
like
to me.
a Richards.
No, she doesn't. Though she doesn't really look like her dad either,
Well,
in my opinion.
I don't remember what her dad looks like.
Mauricio.
No, that's not Farrah's.
Farrah's dad isn't Mauricio?
No, it was with Kyle's husband before.
I just want everybody to know that the next time that I reference the streets and the rumors, I want you to know that the streets is the guy sitting next to me.
I
He's
hear it
the
from
one
Sutton.
that tells me all of the gossip because
It's because
clearly
I know random shit.
Clearly, because I always thought that he was her dad.
No,
Oh.
you don't pay attention to the show.
You know what they should do? They should just give a show to Kyle, Kathy, and Kim.
I know. I'm surprised they haven't. Honestly,
Because I mean, Paris has her own show now. Mauricio has his show that nobody asked for, and so though Netflix,
it's
gives
because like
shows
Selling
like
Sunset
everybody.
does so well. I never watched Selling
I
Sunset.
haven't either, but Selling Sunset does so well. Even though American Dad, like they did a parody of it, making fun of it.
Yeah.
where Roger wants to be on the show, so he pushes.
I was
Francine
told
off
it's
a
good to
cliff.
watch, but I don't know. It just never was my thing.
No, I'm not into the real estate stuff. Like I can't do like the home networks and stuff. Like the Property Brothers, which shocks me that not one of them's gay.
I know. I was surprised too.
But I can't watch those shows. I don't like them. I tried to watch the one where it was like celebrities giving back to people that helped them. I couldn't. I lost interest. I was like, this is
The
so
only one
dumb.
you could watch was Trixie Motel.
Yeah, because I love Trixie and she was being funny throughout it.
That would be a good place to stay.
I would love to go stay at the Trixie Motel. If this ever blows up one day, I would like her to invite us like the housewives.
Right.
But I want to stay in the Oh Honey room because that was my favorite. But I think that's the honeymoon suite there, isn't it? The Oh Honey room.
I don't remember.
I love
But we ever
Trixie.
go to Palm Springs, we should do it.
So this has been fun. Let's take a quick break and we'll come back and we can talk about Drag
Other random
Race.
stuff.
I want to talk Drag Race.
Okay.
Because we're getting close to the end of both. So I want us to throw out our predictions and things like that. So
Okay, so we're going to talk Fast and the Furious.
I've never watched that
Me
movie.
either.
I've seen the first one. Okay, so I have to throw this out there before we take a break now. I don't understand why they're still going. There's like 20 of them.
I know.
And it's the same damn story. Car drive fast. Me drive car. oh no, you know how we beat these people? Family. Like, come on, man. That's so stupid. Anyway,
We'll be back.
we'll be back. We are
back.
I want to take this time to talk about my favorite show ever.
Cars.
No. In a way, because it's Drag Race, and Geneva Carr was on there.
Yeah.
Woo. So, let's start with UK versus the world, because they just recently, on the newest episode, sent Scarlet Envy home. How
Yeah.
did you feel about that?
Yeah.
Did you think that it was her time?
Honestly, probably not. She was doing okay. She wasn't like doing stellar.
My problem with it is that this whole time they've been saying that they're going off track record.
No, but Hanaconda voted her out, or took her out because
She just doesn't like her.
Because Scarlett said she was going to take out biggest competition.
I don't think that's it. Because in the beginning of the episodes, Hannah legit said that she just doesn't like her, basically. So I think that's why she sent her home, and I will continue to say that. I don't care who tells me otherwise.
Do you think Scarlett should have went home?
No. And what kills me is my favorite is, well, she's still there, is Le Grand Dame. She was terrible in that roast.
Yeah.
And she's been in the bottom multiple times.
Exactly.
Whereas Scarlett, yes, she's been safe more, and then she's had 2 wins, I think, or was it just one?
I think it was just one win.
But was she lip synced more than once though, didn't she?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, so maybe she was one win and one high.
So I think her and Le Grand Dame were similar in that way, but I would have to look at the results. But based off of that challenge alone, I would have said Le Grand Dame should have gone, because it was not funny at all to me. But comedy is subjective, so maybe some people really liked it.
Exactly.
I know that some people like it when it's just really terrible and off the rails, like Utica's roast on like season 14, where no one was laughing and everybody
Except
was like,
Lonnie Love.
Lonnie
and she
laughed.
said, "You were bombing."
She was like, "Me, you're the one bombing." But I do think that it would have been Le Grand Dame's time to go. But again, Hannah in the beginning of the episode in her confessional said that she just doesn't really care for Scarlett as a person. So I think that's really why she got rid of her. So I think that it was a personal thing, which is fine, especially at that moment, because it, like last season, they just kept eliminating the top competition.
Exactly.
Which, I mean,
makes sense.
Well, last season, Pangina's the one that opened up the door to that.
Yeah.
So, because when she got rid of Jimbo, who was the front runner alongside her, she opened up the door to, oh, we can send home our strongest competition.
Yep.
So then when people were upset when Blue Hydrangea sent home her strongest competition, it's like, you can't be upset because Pangina's the one that started it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, granted, the first season they should have sent Jujubee home a long time ago. She was like carried, but that was just because of who she was.
I know.
But this season, we are down to Tia Coffee, Hanaconda, Marina Summers, and Le Grand Dame. So who do you think's going to take it?
I don't know. I would like to say Marina, but I doubt she will.
I think Tia will take it, but that's because the way that the producers are doing it, it seems like she's the one. But I will also say at the same time, Tia is my all-time favorite UK queen. So if she wins, I will be happy with that.
Yeah.
Because
honestly, I'm okay with anyone who out of the top 4 who's there if they win.
I agree. I like the top 4. I think that based off of track record and everything, but we all know that it doesn't always come down to the track record.
Yeah, it does, especially with Jinx.
Marina is who I would feel should take it, because she's been in the top like every week but one.
Right? And won every lip sync.
Every lip sync. And it was cracking me up because that one that she did where it was, I forget who she was, her and Hannah, I think, where Rue just had this like smile / smirk on her face and she was like, Marina Summers. And it's like, Rue loves her.
Yeah.
So I could see her winning, but based off of producers, I think it's going to be Tia.
Okay.
because we're getting the lip sync smackdown this Friday, so if you have Wow Presents Plus in the US, you should watch that because it's going to be good. I always like the lip sync smackdown episodes, because I like to see what they can do, like performance wise,
and especially when Jinx beat Monet.
I know that I say this just to annoy my husband, but deep down, we all know Jinx did not win that lip sync.
Yeah, she did.
No, she didn't. That's why Rue said that season, based off this lip sync and how you've done all season long, and you know that it was edited in there because you could tell that that wasn't all just one time, like one sentence. You could tell if they cut it and put it in.
Yep.
But Jinx did not win that lip sync. I'm sorry, Jinx, but you didn't. Monet totally won that. And then I loved when we went to see Evie. Now we're just doing Drag Race right now. When we went to see Evie, and he was like, we went back so that a little white girl could win the crown. Yes. I was like, you did too, man, because Monet should have got that.
They did Evie dirty.
Oh yeah, they did. Season 7 of All Stars, which was the all winners season, he went back and like his whole story was about how big like his dick is.
Yup.
And it's like Evie has, I love Evie Oddly, way more to offer than just that. Like, great entertainer, very funny, great performer, and all around like a good queen. And that's what they wanted to talk about the whole time.
Apparently.
I didn't care for that because when they first announced the season, the one who I was rooting for is Evie.
Really?
I wanted Evie to win, but then
I'm biased because I wanted Jinx. Because
I know you did.
I like Jinx.
I like Jinx. I just don't think she won that lip sync.
Clearly she did.
No, she did not. Anybody watching it would say that she did not win that. But
swish swish bish.
Monet beat her so easy at that. Plus, she shouldn't have even. Okay, now that we're on the subject,
how did she beat Shay?
Thank you.
I know
she didn't even beat Shay in the lip sync because I'm sorry again, Jinx. No offense to you. Shay was literally doing the dance from the music video.
I know like she got like all that crap for it.
She was so good.
But look at like this new season of Drag Race. What's her face? Morphine. She did the choreo from the Body Song.
Oh, that was legit. Oh, well, we'll get to that. But Shay shouldn't have lost either. And I will admit, I'm not the biggest Shay fan. But again, she won that lip sync. Like,
no, Jinx did.
Shut up, Dillon. Even I am a big enough person that if I don't really like, if I'm not the biggest fan of that queen and they're up against somebody that I really like, I will admit when they lost.
Are you big enough you have to buy 2 seats on an airplane?
Thank God, no. But take me out to pasture if that happens.
That's where cows graze.
Well, just end it all for me, Dillon. Though I guess if I were that, I could at least end up on TV for like 600 Pound Life, and then like one dream will come true.
Maybe.
Ooh. Okay. So I think that Tia's gonna win. You're hoping for Marina Summers on this season of UK versus the World season 2.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm okay with any of the 4 winning. I really don't have a preference.
Let's go on to American Drag Race.
Okay.
So we are down to our final 5.
Yes.
We got Saphira, Nymphia, Q, Jane, or Plain Jane. Why would she goes by Plain? Why? That is so weird to me. So Plain, and then you got Morphine.
Yep.
So I just want to give props to Dawn because last Friday
she was assassinated.
She was. You had that poor stick girl up there dancing to Body.
Yes.
And the fact that she didn't just Jenny Lemon and be like, bye.
You know what she should have done? She should have done what Shangela did and did that fat suit.
They're not allowed to change on the main season.
That's so stupid. Why not?
I don't know. I think that they should be able to change too, but that's also why they always talk about how when you go on there, make sure that it's a tearaway just in case.
Yeah.
Though Dawn admitted that she made that chain look that she did in her hotel room, because she said that she brought 2 looks, and that chain one wasn't originally what she had planned. She had something else, but then she told herself, because her like 80s look was similar to the chain look that she brought, so she was like, so long as we don't do them like the 2 weeks in a row, I'll be fine. And then she was like, then I found out, oh shit, but it's side by side, so she had to hurry up and make herself something. So she said that the producers were nice enough that they went out and got her all of the stuff so that she could make it in her hotel room. So then everybody was like, well, did you say something to the producers about it? And she was like, no, I didn't say anything to anybody, but then that's just like how things happened. But again, the fact that Twiggy had Body by Megan Thee Stallion and didn't walk out, I gotta tell you.
Well, you knew they wanted Morphine to perform it.
I know they did. And Morphine did a really good job.
Which I could have saw it. I think they were trying to get rid of either Q or Dawn. So, because I think they don't want Q to go to the final 4, because she's not a performer.
She's not a very good lip syncer. So far, she might be amazing secretly, but so far it's just been like watching my mom dance. And my mom's like 65. So, but then you have, side tangent, because we were talking about Morphine. Did you see the drama with her and Trixie Mattel?
No.
So, if you watch the pit stop, you know that Trixie's been talking about how in her head Morphine is her drag daughter because of just how beautiful she is.
Yes.
Morphine posted something on X talking about how when she ran into Trixie wouldn't even speak to her and like just blew her off the whole night. And this was before she was on Drag Race. So she was like, so now that I'm on Drag Race, now I'm somebody, so you want to talk to me.
Oh shit. That's funny.
It cracked me up. So I'm curious to see if Trixie has seen it and if she's going to say something about it, because that would be embarrassing, in my opinion. But again, like, there's been reports though that Trixie's an introvert. So like, she's not super social. So I imagine that it'll be like if you and I were like popular and we went out and people were trying to talk to you, you're not going to talk to them. I know you. I'm
a very, very, very
quiet and don't want to talk to new people.
I people watch.
I know it takes you a while to warm up to people. That's why when we hung out with the replacements, they were like, does he not like us? And I go, no, it was his first time hanging out with you. He's just going to sit there.
I know. I've only hung out with them 3 times.
I know. It takes a long time for you to talk to people. But I thought that drama was very interesting with Trixie and Morphine. So I want to see that unfold. So I think that Q will probably go next, but for the same reason that you quoted, because the finale is always like a lip sync performance thing, and I don't know if Q can bring it.
No,
like Morphine
at least Morphine can bring it. Saphira can bring it. I haven't seen Nymphia lip sync.
You need to watch TikTok with her because she is freaking hilarious. She did one to I think it was Into You by Ariana Grande, and in the middle of it, it just cuts and it's just like snoring, and she throws herself on the floor and acts like she's asleep until the song picks up again, and she jumps up and performs. I've seen a few videos of her performing, and I will say that it'll probably come down to her and Saphira based off of what I've seen. I think that if they give it to Nymphia, though, I think that that'll probably be more so because they want to bring Saphira back, because Saphira has had those insane runways.
So who do you think the final lip sync battle will be? Do you think it will be Saphira and Morphine, and then Plain and Nymphia, or maybe Saphira and Plain, Nymphia and Morphine?
I think it'll be that way, and I think that the final lip sync is going to be Saphira and Nymphia.
Hopefully.
Because the producers, again, you could tell that they've been like amping it up to those two. I love that every time there's a challenge, Nymphia acts like she's never done anything like it before in her life.
Saphira gives me more winner energy, and Nymphia, like, her edit makes her seem like she's not ready to be that winner.
Well, I mean,
that makes sense.
That makes sense, especially because we could name a few queens that have won that didn't really feel like they were ready, but then they stepped up.
Because, like, I don't know. I personally, I think it's going to be Saphira.
I think it'll be Saphira. And then
by how they've done the edit with Nymphia. Because, like, they'd show her be all wishy-washy, all whiny, like, very, like, younger sibling energy.
Well, I mean, I can't really blame her because that's kind of how I approach things too. Because I'm always like, I don't know how this is gonna go. I'll probably do bad, and then it's fine.
Well, yeah,
back to the Ollie's thing. Nature. I thought that I would be like awful, and as long as I got one laugh that wasn't you and Corey, I feel like I did fine.
I always think the absolute worst.
Same.
That way, if it does happen, I'm not disappointed because I knew it was going to happen.
I'm the same way because I'm always telling myself that I'm going to do terrible. That way, if I don't do god awful, then like I feel fine about it.
Like you surprise yourself,
right?
Yeah.
You are always your worst critic.
Oh, absolutely.
Though,
well, I'm always your worst critic.
Shut up, Dillon. I beat myself up more mentally than you do. There's nothing you can say to me I haven't told myself in the mirror. But
we can talk to your stair stepper.
Shut up, Dillon. I got a new stair stepper, and
yeah, because your poor old one.
Shut up. The old one snapped.
Cracked.
Metal bar just snapped in half. It said, "I'm going down," and it broke.
Yeah, big old Bessie stepped on it.
You're lucky I have a sense of humor about it. Otherwise, you would probably be indicted for murder.
No, I would give you food. Eat your feelings.
That doesn't help my situation either, Dillon. But I got that new stair stepper from the Tic Tac, where it's like you do it for 15 minutes a day, and it supposedly helps. So we'll see how this goes till I break this one. But this one was cheaper, so it'll be fine.
Oh, if it's cheaper.
Well, I mean, I can't keep buying these expensive machines and snapping metal poles.
Why don't you just go for the Peloton? Have some skinny bitch yelling at you the whole time.
Maybe that's what I need. I need a Jillian Michaels to yell at me 24/7. Come on, you fat sack of shit. Keep going.
Oh my God. If I got a Peloton, the person who would be like training me on, it would have to be like the short, fat little lady. That was just like verbally abusive.
Long as, like, if I did Peloton, now that we're talking about it, I would take anybody, but like that one, I think he's gay, but like he's super over energetic. Because like I'm the type, if you're too excited about what we're doing and like I hate it, I don't want to do it. So like I need somebody that's like, okay, we're just gonna do this bike, keep going. Like I need someone monotone so that I'm like, yeah, they feel the same way as I do. Let's keep on going. If they can do it, I can do it.
Maybe it could be like the Wii yoga trainer. Just doesn't talk to you, just to sign language.
It's like math class all over again. That one teacher that was super excited to teach math, I couldn't learn a thing from him.
Yes.
And then I moved to Mr. Dry, like cut and dry, and then I had an A+ the whole time. I can't learn stuff when somebody's acting like it's the best thing in the world, and I think that it's
I just
stupid.
don't do math.
Well, I know.
It's mean.
Let's get back to the topic of Drag Race. We saw that season All Stars 9 is coming out soon. Like the
Have
promos.
they announced anything?
They are ramping up to announce the official cast, but we already know who it pretty much is.
Aren't they doing like a universe versus the world before All Stars 9?
I think they're doing All Stars 9 first, and then they're going to do the versus the world.
Okay.
Or Drag Race is what it, oh God, Global All Stars. That's what it is, where they take someone from each franchise. Though I've heard that one's set up so that Alyssa Edwards wins.
I'm okay with that.
I'm not. Not if like you're bringing all these girls from around the world just to like shit on them, you know?
Well, who's to say Alyssa Edwards doesn't do good? I guess we can't say anything until we know, but
That's true. Though All Stars 9, a few of Corey's favorites are coming back, which is Georges and Plastic Tiara.
Okay.
So he's pretty excited for that rumored cast. I'm pretty excited because Nina West is coming back.
Really?
Yes, I love
Isn't
Nina
Roxy
West.
Andrews supposed to too?
Yeah, I'm not excited for her. She's a great queen. She's just not my cup of tea.
No, I get that one. Okay, her mom didn't like her either.
Shut up, Dillon. I'm going to leave you at a bus stop.
Do it.
And I'm going to take your phone so that you can't call anybody. Chanel's supposedly coming back too. Hide your purses. Allegedly. Though, who else is coming back?
Wasn't Got Mick?
Got Mick, Angeria.
I like Angeria.
I like Angeria too. She'll do really well.
I like Angeria as like a performer.
And this is supposedly the first season where like they got money to pay for some of their looks.
And none of them are supposed to be
None
going
of them are
home.
going home. They're doing the All-Star 7 rules.
Good. Which,
I like that better because I want to see what each queen is like offering.
Honestly, because they should pay them because they're the talent. Because without them, they wouldn't really have a show.
I think that even with the regular seasons, they should be given a budget for their looks.
Yeah.
Because
I think 16 was given a budget.
I don't think they were. My problem with it is that Drag Race has become such a big phenomenon that like to make these girls who are going from like local club acts to having to spend thousands of dollars on looks, because if they don't spend it, then they more than likely won't do very well.
Unless they're good and make their own shit like Q or Raja.
Monique Hart did that, but Monique has famously talked about how she only spent like $200 because that's all she had.
Yeah.
And then when she did All Stars, she was able to do the glow up. But at the same time, it's like they should be allotted a certain amount of money to spend and be like reimbursed.
Exactly.
That way, it's kind of like an even playing field on that runway.
I get that one.
Because I don't like it when. This is going to sound, I don't know, like liberal of me or something, but like, I don't feel like just because some of those queens have a lot more money than the others, they should be like ahead of the others in a sense.
Either that or they shouldn't be allowed to like bring garments and have to make their own.
I would agree with that. But that's Drag Race for us. We will be right back and we will do our final thoughts of the week. Final thoughts. Tomorrow we're gonna go see Bianca. Just something we're doing this week.
Who do you think our opener is gonna be?
I hope that it's that same woman,
Wendy Ho.
Wendy Ho. I hope that it's her because
I don't know if it is though.
I don't know who it is. She makes me laugh. So I would like it to be her, unless it's like somebody locally, because then I support that as well. Like what Sasha Colby's doing, where she's letting the local drag queen open
That's
for
pretty awesome.
That is awesome. Kathy Griffin, she was on The View yesterday, and I say congratulations to her because I freaking love Kathy. One of my biggest dreams would be to meet her or open for her. And she said that she's not doing openers anymore. So there goes that dream. So I would take just meeting her would be a dream come true because you know that her and Joan have always been my two favorite comedians.
Absolutely.
But Bianca Del Rio, we are going to go see her tomorrow. I cannot
That'll be fun.
Freaking wait because she killed it last time. And so after that, I have to try to give my dog a bath because the groomer can't get him in for 2 months.
Jesus Christ.
Who is booked? Like, who is okay? So, who is told that a dog needs an emergency grooming and they're like 2 months?
Well, when the dog is Cujo,
well,
and
yes,
will rip your throat out.
Well, they do have to sedate him. However, when they called Corey, they were like, well, we have to make sure that a vet is on duty at the same time. And our vet and groomer is right next door to each other.
Yeah.
So, there's always a vet next door. Anyway.
Oh, you don't take him to the PetSmart too?
No, he can't do PetSmart. We talked about taking Freya to PetSmart, and Corey thinks that it would be better to stick with our vet with her as well, but it was just an emergency. So we shall see. Other than that, are you doing anything fun other than Bianca?
I'm off this weekend, so maybe we'll go do something fun.
Ooh, that's right. You are off. Maybe we will go do something fun and we will report back.
Yeah.
So, do you have anything else that you want to talk about while we're here?
No, I think.
Cool. So, like, follow, comment, leave us a 5-star review on Apple if you would. That way we'll start popping up more on there or on Spotify.
Let us know what you think. Tell us what we can do differently.
Follow us on Patreon because we have 0 followers. I'm still posting everything there though because I am diligent. We have follow us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon. Let us know what you would like us to talk about because we've just kind of been winging it, doing random stuff here and there that we enjoy. If you want us to talk about something, I will learn about it and talk about it. So,
all right.
Anything else you want to say?
Nope, I'll see you next week.
See you next week.